my live. What's up? Now, I was a little bit bored and I was reading my cards and I thought, why not go live? Might uh, I might entertain myself. Happy New Year. Thank you. But I don't celebrate this bullshit. To me, that's just another day. But I appreciate it. Thank you for saying that. But, January 1st, December 31st, makes no difference to me. I do what I do, you know. And what I'm doing right now is I was about to do a reading. I was about to do a reading. Okay. And as I'm doing that, I can answer some questions. So please ask whatever you want in regards to witchcraft. Man, my cards are all over the place. What's going on here? Yeah. Ask what you want about witchcraft, okay, my expertise. And I'll make sure to give you some gold nuggets here, as I always do. Okay? Okay, let me let you in on the process of how I read tarot. Okay, now first of all, this whole deck has been, of course, consecrated. Okay, so I'm familiar with each and every card. I have an intimate relationship with each one of them. Okay, they are connected to my what they call astral body of light. Yeah, so my energy field, and the major and the minor arcana, they're universes, okay? And they can be used to explore different aspects of reality, of the subtle universe, of the human soul, okay? And you can use them as a path working as well, okay? And what I'm looking into right now is essentially, may we ask questions? Yes, yes. Ask questions. Okay, and the way you at least the way I read tarot is, I'm not really concerned with the definition of the cards. I don't give a fuck really about that. I don't care. What I care about is using energy and emotion. Okay. So what I do is I tune into that and I tune into the answer. And as I, like energetically, I feel what I want to know. Okay. And then as I shuffle the cards at one point, my body sensations are going to tell me when to stop. Okay. It's a very, very distinctly different sensation. Then I lay out a deck and then I scry into them. And the images that I see with my third eye, okay, will give me all the answers that I need. Let's see. I want to make an amulet for protection. Any advice? I have many, yeah, sure. Many suggestions, many advices. But look, an amulet, generally speaking, works like a battery. Okay, it's a battery charged with a specific type of energy. Okay, now, how should I put it? From what do you want to be protected from? Physical harm, spiritual attacks in general. Okay, you gotta be able to how should I put it? You need some sort of interface in your mind to interact with that amulet. You see what I mean? Any object can be charged with a specific energetic quality, all right, but it is a charge that will wear off over time. You see what I mean? So either you make sure that you charge it frequently, or you give it an external energy source to feed off, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. Okay, so that's number one. Okay, number two, look, I'm not that much into the material and all of that. I know that it can play a role. Okay, that certain material are better for certain purposes than others, but I'm more I'm bigger on the energy part, and I like to um, interact with interfaces, if you will. Okay, what does that mean? When the energy is intelligent, it works better. Trust me, it is more versatile. It has more avenues that it uses. And what I mean by that, when you create an amulet, you should, even if it's a planetary energy, okay, try to work with an entity out of that sphere, some interface, some sort of consciousness that you can communicate with. Okay, so you would have better results, in my opinion, working with like an angel from the Venus sphere than purely working with Venus energy. Okay, it's just better, man. That's easier to communicate with. That's easier to give instructions. That's easier to, you know, uh, customize, if you will. Okay, so make sure that you create interfaces. Okay, all right. Man, let me tell you. In fact, I had just used like like 30 minutes ago. I used one of my spirits to vampirize a person, and I got the results already, or I got the confirmation already. First live stream in 2019. So good to see you. Yeah, thank you. So, I mean, it does make sense. Yes, it does. Been drained of energies and physically attached. Okay. Well, I get this a lot. I get this a lot, especially in this season, that people are just drained and they think it's some sort of spiritual problem. When in reality, a lot of people are deprived of vitamin D. Okay. Vitamin D deficiency is actually a uh, big deal. And iodine. Okay. Try to get your minerals, your trace minerals. Okay. So before you, I mean, maybe, I'm not saying that you have not been vaporized. That's not what I'm saying here. But what I see a lot is that people, uh, how should I put it? Before you go into that, try to rule out any other option. Okay. We're physical beings and spiritual beings. I mean, we live in a physical body, you see, so you have to take care of the physical body, you know. And that's what a lot of people in the occult really, really neglect. They don't exercise, they don't eat healthy, and then they blame it on the demons that their life is falling apart or their bodies are falling apart. Listen, if you eat shit, if you put shit in your body, you will feel like shit. It's garbage in, garbage out, okay? And that's what I'm telling all these, they admitted it, puppet, okay. Hi Frank, love watching your videos in Ireland here. Nice, okay, cool, awesome. Look, that's what I'm telling all of you people who are like, how should I put it, man? There are a lot of people who blame everything on the spirits, man. But look, witchcraft is not supposed to fuck you up or turn you into like a zombie. It's supposed to it's supposed to enhance your experience of life. You see, so you got to take care of your health. Put good stuff into your body that will make your magic stronger. Never forget that it all works in unison with your energy and your nervous system. Okay, so keep that healthy, and your magic will be better. Okay, so if you're if your diet is shit, like I said, if you take drugs, if you have all this weird stuff running through your system, you're gonna. It's not good. It's just not good. I mean, but this is common sense, right? Common sense. My question: I got rid of a very negative person in my life, but he's still hunting me at on an energetic level. How do I move on from this rage? Thanks. Uh, wow. Okay, well, I haven't looked into the details, right? So I can only give you a generic answer. But if you can let go of something like that, it's usually because you feel that that person has taken something from you. It has robbed you of something. Okay, especially with like relationships, you often feel robbed of the time that you spent with that person. Okay, after the relationship is over, let's say it doesn't work out, and you've been with that person for some time, you might feel robbed of that time, right? Reframe it in a way where you know that it was necessary to happen. Okay, rob money and work. Okay, well, okay, learn from it. Just learn from it. We all live and learn. You know, that's the best advice that I can give you. Try to learn from it. Understand that everybody goes through shit. That's another big thing, man. I mean, you gotta understand that everybody, every single person on this fucking planet that is walking on this fucking earth has their problems, is struggling with something. Because this is, how do I know? That's the nature of the universe. Nobody has a perfect experience here, and we're not supposed to have a perfect experience. You're here to grow. You're here to learn, and you're supposed to overcome that. So getting rid of the rage, you know, seeing that it was necessary and seeing how it actually benefited you. Okay, try to reframe everything in your life where it serves you. Okay, any problem that you face, anything that's, look, anything in your life, like literally almost anything is up for interpretation. Okay, anything is up for interpretation. You see, and this is why I like, man, look, this is why I tell everybody you need to study warfare. Okay, you need to study strategic warfare. You need to study warrior cultures. You need to study a martial mindset. Okay, where you're under enormous pressure, but you have to stay in control over your reality production, how you interpret things. You see what I mean? Your mind has to be fucking armored. It has to be a weapon. You see? What does that mean? Anything that comes at you is external energy. Now, depending on how you react to it, you will respond. You see what I mean? Now, what is the more survival way of responding to that energy? That should always be the question. Now, if let me give you an example. Let's say you're faced with a mundane problem. I don't know, like somebody's trying to fuck with you, right? Somebody's causing problems in your life, is stalking you, or has taken advantage of you in some way or another. Now, a non-survival mindset and and a reaction to that would be to go into a victim mode, okay, to feel overwhelmed, and to ask why. That's the biggest problem that people have. It's almost as if they feel entitled that their life goes perfect. Like, this is not fucking, like, this is not a movie. Nothing, like, not even in a fucking movie. In a movie, you got a plot, right? You got challenges. The hero is faced with a challenge, and it goes up and down, up and down, up and down. It's like, oh, and then it almost goes wrong, and then eventually he makes it work out, right? Even in fucking movies, they see that. You see? Now, you're the hero of your own life, right? So look, that's, tell yourself the right story about what's going on around you. Okay, a story that actually serves you and makes you stronger. The way you interpret things is extremely important. So just make it work out for you. Okay, anything that happens to you, anything, I guarantee anything that has happened to you, is happening to you, and will happen to you can be reframed, reinterpreted, where it serves you and kicks you into action and makes you get better results. Okay, you should study O Sensei maybe, the founder of Aikido. Okay, which is a martial art. Um, you know, and that's actually a very Zen approach to life and to the thought process, to the mind in general. Okay, but this is what I recommend. You know. Health is key, both physical and mental. Yes, 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 yes. Exactly. The only way I got better at this was by studying a lot about the metaphysical world. Okay, I eat well. Okay, blah, blah, blah. It did just want to get stronger again. Okay. Hey Frank, I also love watching your videos. I'm hooked. How can you tell when you're getting spiritually stronger? How can you tell when you get spiritually strong? Well, having more control over yourself, that's number one, and then that transfers naturally into more control over the external world. That's it. Look, this is so common sense. It's so common sense, right? I mean, if you think about it, people want to control external circumstances through magic, but they have zero emotions. That makes no sense, right? You want to conjure up the willpower to dominate somebody's will or to push their life into a certain direction, but you don't have the power to push your own life into the direction that you want. That makes no sense, you see. So the best thing, or one of the foundational things you can do to increase your spiritual power, is to increase your discipline and self-control, you see. And doesn't mean that it has to be, no, straight up. I mean, like, of course it's hard. Of course it's hard. But you know what? Anything that makes life worth it is hard. Right? I'm telling you, most people are just weak, just fucking weak. I don't know what happened. You know what they say? They say that the testosterone levels of men have dropped. I think by 30% since a couple decades. You know, and what that means is that you have a whole lot of bitches running around. You know, and that's true. I mean, that's what you see, right? People are just so weak these days, oftentimes. Yeah. But then again, it feels good. Like every ounce of discipline and every single time you overcome your own weakness and become stronger, you just feel good about yourself, right? So that's the route that I would take. I would stop looking for shortcuts. In fact, you know what I would do? I'd like the or how should I put it? I would overcome my own weakness, or strive to overcome my own weaknesses in a lot of ways. Okay, so use this as a model, maybe. Here's your highest potential as a person. Okay, here's the highest potential, and here are you on your timeline right now. Okay, wherever you are. Okay, this is your timeline. Here is you. Like, this is the present moment right now as you're listening to me, and this is your highest potential. Okay, so imagine that you at your highest potential are observing your present self, and any weakness that you have right now, anything that is how should I put it? Yeah, a little bit weak. or lacks discipline and all of that, that's what needs to go and needs to be overcome. So your weaknesses, or which is a wake up call from your higher self, is like, come on, bitch, what are you doing? Like, you're pathetic, you're weak. Get stronger, get stronger, get stronger. And this is actually like a, call it tough love or whatever the fuck it is, but it's pulling you towards itself. Okay, is it really like that? Almost, most likely it's not like that, right? But it's a good image that could help you, because it's not, look, how should I put it, discomfort and all of that, it's not a bad thing if you know what you're doing it for, the reason, most of the time, the reason why you're not, why you don't want to go through discomfort, or why you don't want to challenge yourself, and the reason why you're looking for the easy route is because you don't see the goal, or you don't see the destination, you don't know the reason why. Okay, so ask yourself, why the fuck do you want to learn this? Why do you want to learn this? You think it's easy? Always remember what you're trying to accomplish, what you're trying to do. You are planning on being able to change physical reality by changing things in your own energy and in your mind. Okay, now this is not easy. Okay, it's doable, but it's not easy. Why do you want that? Why? Wouldn't it be much easier to just fucking complain and some of the fuck, I don't know, and to live your life like everybody else, and ignorance and all that shit, would be much easier. So why are you doing this? Why do you want to do this? Why? Why? Because for the most part, just like everything else that is worthwhile, it will suck. It's not easy. It's hard, you know. But um, it's about a decision. It's about a decision. Make this part of your identity. Okay. It's not I do. It's not I do magic. Magician. I am a witch. This is what I do. It's an integral part of my life, and it's just what it is. That's what I do. Okay. That means every single day you work on it. Every single day you meditate. Every single day you train your imagination, your concentration. You use your divination tools every single day. You look for opportunities to cast spells so you get better at it. Strengthen your willpower. Um you know I actually actually wrote something about this in the last text that was released. Yeah, I think it was released yesterday or something like that. The Azazel text that I attributed something to. I really went into that. Um, it's really about like, no, fuck you do it. I look, I don't get this bullshit that people do. I just don't get it. I'm a little bit intense with what I do. So maybe I got some, I don't know, tunnel vision when it comes to that stuff. But I don't get how people are like for this month I'm focused on it, and the next month they're not focused on it anymore. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. You know. So my advice is just make this part of your life. Make it part of your identity. Okay? Make it part of your identity, and then you will see result. You see, people always think it's about the person. Or how should I put it, man? Look, demanded, if you demanded, and how do you demand? You demand it from the universe by just never giving up and give it your all, okay? And just keep doing it, no matter how much it sucks. You see, and at that point, nobody can withhold that from you, okay? But you have to earn the secrets, or these insights. People always think that the secrets of the occult can be kind of like stained by the unworthy. It's impossible, man. You need a certain understanding in order to have a grasp of them. So if you talk to somebody who doesn't have the understanding, you could lay it right in front of them. They wouldn't get it. So they can't be stained. And the only thing that will give you the understanding is actually being ready for it. Being ready for it. It's about the consciousness that is processing the information. It is not about the information, you see. It's about the consciousness that is in contact or interacting with the information. Get that? Okay. Hey Frank, I'm a huge fan and follower of yourself. I'm extremely eager and willing to learn from you in whatever subject you are teaching. How may I become one of your students and learn from you? Um, Facebook group, Grail of the Serpent in a Circle. How do you find it? Man, on a lot of my videos, I posted the link to this Facebook group, request access, and then you will find posts of me, and then private message me, send me a direct message that you want to do this, and then we can do an onboarding call. I don't let people join. Uh, how should I put it? Most people I don't let join my programs. To be honest, I don't. I would say the ratio is 80-20. 80% of the people who want to join my programs, I don't want to join. I don't want them to join. You know. And when do you say yes? When I get along with the person. When I'm on the call, I tune into that person. I see what's going on with them. I see if they have any mental health issues. If they're and I project into the future um, well, I just see if that person is going to cause problems in the future. You see, that's what I look for. I don't know. Look, my teaching style is very, very uh, hands-on, if you will. Okay, so my programs are not just the training videos and you know texts and whatnot. It's there are also Q&As and special special Facebook groups and whatnot. To me, this is like a look witchcraft. To me, it's not something that can be taught in a way where it's a generic thing. You know what I mean? This is an individual art. Okay, this is like how should I put it, man? This is not some fucking course on online marketing. Okay, so you can't make it generic. If I teach you witchcraft, it comes from my heart and my soul. Okay, it's kind of like a lineage that has been created. All right. So if I don't like you, how the fuck am I supposed to teach you? That does not work. If we don't get along energetically, I can't teach you. Witchcraft is way more than just words, man. It's actually an energy transfer. My entire wisdom, my entire understanding of this whole thing, the experiences that I had, my power is being transferred over to you. See? Even right now, you're getting energy. You're getting my energy. See what I mean? And if I have to deal with a person that I don't like, that's not going to work because I don't want to teach you at that point. I will not want to teach you. The energy flow has to be right. You see what I mean? And look, people always say, "Oh, Frank is so genuine. Frank is so real. Frank is so genuine. Frank is so real." And you know what? I tell you, it's sad that this is actually something that you have to notice, or that it's a novelty. You're a blunt man. I respect that. Bullshit to tiptoe around. Yes. I mean, I think it's actually sad that this is rare. You see, I'd rather have everybody speak their mind and let me know where they're standing. You know, makes things much easier, in my opinion. You know, look, I don't care. I'm not here to sell this stuff. Okay, to me, this is a sacred art. Sacred art. I will never, ever, ever compromise the quality of what I teach for currency. This is pathetic. You see what I mean? Pathetic. To me, this is pathetic. To me, this is sacred. This is my heart and my soul, and I will never give um, my life experience. Okay, my certain traditions would call this ache. My ache. I'm not going to give that to just anybody. So I got to get along with the person. You know, the energy has to flow, and that's why I have to reject 80% of the people. But the 20%, they get the fucking gold. See? And you know, this might seem, what are the advantages of working with the gatekeepers? Whatever. Okay. Now this might seem counterintuitive at first, but I'm telling you, it's better to be authentic, because in the long run, these people are actually going to be like a fucking army. Okay. And the bond is going to be much stronger. They're going to be much more loyal. They're going to be much more capable than anybody else. Okay. And I always take quality over quantity. You know, always quality over quantity. And it's just another natural law that most people aren't quality. Okay? They're not high quality students. So I would actually waste my breath. I would waste my energy. And I don't want that. So fuck them. I don't care. Go somewhere else. There are plenty of other fuckers that you can learn from. The question is what you're going to learn from them. You see. So to anyone who is superficial, who is like all over the place, I tell you, go fuck yourself. I don't need that shit. Okay, we'll do that. I appreciate your time, Frank. I really do. I like the fact that you're picky about who you teach. Authenticity, in my opinion. I would prefer to learn from the best. Contact me, no problem. Yes, it's very sacred, especially when you're asking for ancestral assistance. Why should they share Ache energies with you if you're bullshitting around? Yeah, people should just be straight up. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And I didn't even get to read my cards yet. Hey Frank, hope you had a great New Year's Eve. Well, thank you. Thank you. I did. I hope you too. All the best to you and your family. What kind of methods do you recommend for preparing mentally before rituals and spells? Good question. Well, have an empty stomach or semi-empty, so don't eat something for so don't eat for 2 hours at least. Okay. Um, uh, I recommend you're not intoxicated, and you should like exercise beforehand is actually good. Okay, let's say you go for a run or something like that for you to relax. Okay? In order for the messages to flow freely, your body, it's an energy transfer, and the energy transfer works better if your physical body is just totally relaxed. You know, so if beforehand, it might help. Um, Sleep deprivation is actually a good thing when it comes to that. You know, uh, what are other methods? Any energy work that you can do. You know, you could do some yoga, hatha yoga. You could do some tai chi. Yeah, and when it comes to rituals, I here's how you should begin your practice. In the beginners, it is um, you should have you know, the structure should be something like this. Okay, you got the initial banishing, then you got you know, you attune to the goal, meaning you leave the day behind. Okay, mundane world, and you do a banishing, and then you focus on the outcome that you want. Then you do meditation where you clean your mind even more. You clear it. Then you're actually in the moment, and you're able to work with the subtle energies around you, or the spirits or whatever. Okay, and then there are all these operations. It could be an evocation. It could be working with planetary energy, whatever the fuck you're doing there, right? And then you do another banishing to just finish it, and then you go about your day, right? Now, as you progress, as you do more and more of these rituals, um, the structure will become more loose. But in the beginning, I would say you follow that structure. Why? Just because that's how I learned it. That's the structure that I learned. Why are you reading tarot today? Because I felt like it. What do you know about the afterlife? What do you think about near-death experiences? Look, my magical journey actually, how should I put it? You could say started with a near-death experience, or not fully, but I died when I was very young, very early on. I actually died. And that's why I had a near-death experience. And after that, I was very much in tune with the spirit world and whatnot. Again, thank you for being frank. Okay. Right. They say name is destiny, right? They say name is destiny. Some people should be called asshole. Yeah. I wonder if the authorities would let that go. Okay. How do you want to name your child? My son asshole, and my daughter is going to be named cunt. I viewed your love spell involving the skull. Does the type of skull matter? Meaning, can it be a candle skull or any type of skull? Is there a particular day to perform the spell? No. No, the material doesn't matter. And depending on what spirit you work with, the day could matter. Okay? But that's Google research that you can do, you see. Yeah. Or, should I put it? Should maybe Ardonian grimoires, Why? Let's say the practice, practice of vision, I mean, there's like, I don't know how many spirits are in there, a fuckload of spirits, right? And he's going to give you all of those, preferred times for that spirit, and then colors and all this shit, right? That's going to be helpful. I would like to sign up. I messaged you on Facebook Messenger. Okay, we're going to have an onboarding call 2020. Okay, I got to see your face, got to hear your voice, and check your energy. I just wanted to say I really enjoyed your message to the haters at the end of your Book of the Dead. So, right, yeah. Oh, by the way, it was edited by Behemoth here, Joseph Nunn. Amazing artist and powerful black magician in his own right. He's also on this call here. Just want to give you a shout out. Your art and your work is amazing, just so you know. And man, message to the haters. Yeah. Well, what can I say? I don't know. I have no love for my haters. You gotta like respect everybody's opinion. I'm like, fuck no. If you're my enemy, Go fuck yourself. Your opinion, you might as well sit on. You see? Like I told him, come sit on the sword. You're fuck haters. I have no responsibility whatsoever to respect my haters. You see? At all. Not at all. I don't drink with the enemy. I don't break bread with my enemy. All I do is destroy my enemy. That's what I do. You see what I mean? Please read your cards. I recently bought the Lucifer's tarot deck, and spirit sometimes cause cards to move. Okay. Your spirit, not widely familiar. Okay, whatever. Okay. All right. How long did we go? I don't know. Yeah, never mind. Okay. I'll probably go live again this week, but for now I'm gonna wrap it up. And like I said, I don't break bread with the enemy. I don't drink with the enemy. I destroy my enemy. And anybody who's on my team, I love to pieces. And with that being said, rebellion, liberation, and mastery. Let's fuck shit up. Peace.